The Bible is clearly drawing a contrast between the child of God and the unbeliever. Now here's a principle you must never forget. Potiphar most likely did not know who Joseph's God was. All he knew that a mighty power was with Joseph. And so verse 3 says, and his master saw that the Lord was with him. Here's the principle you must never forget. It is not enough for members of the church to say you're godly. You see where I'm going? It is not enough for members of your spiritual club to say you're godly. When the unbeliever recognizes that you're godly, now we're going somewhere. The unbeliever must, you see, God's presence must be so compelling, an unbeliever recognizes, I may not know his name, but there's something about that young man. There's a presence in him. He doesn't know it's God. The unbeliever doesn't know the name, but he recognizes a power in that life. And so his master saw that the Lord was with him. His master also saw that the Lord made all that he did to prosper in his hand. Now, what is our subject for this morning? How to run a business. Look at verse 3. His master saw that the Lord was with him, but even more significant for Potiphar, Potiphar observed that this power that attended Joseph made everything Joseph did prosper. We have Joseph, and we have this power, the Lord. What do we have when you put them together? Here's God. Here's Joseph. Here's prosperity. Joseph and God, what do you call that? Now remember our subject. What's our subject? Joseph and God, what is that? A partnership. A partnership. Joseph is a visible member of the partnership. God is the invisible but very present. So listen to verse 3 again at the risk of being tedious. And his master saw that the Lord was with him, and that the Lord made all that he did. Listen to the power of those words. You read verse 3 for me. You're not reading it all. This is the last day. I must get you to read. Read verse 3, King James Version. Stop. Now read the last part microscopically. What did the Lord do? He made it prosper. Which means when God makes something to do something, it has no choice but to do it. The Lord made. Whatever Joseph undertook, God made it prosper. Then who was responsible for the successful results in the life of Joseph? God. Now, they had, you may call it in the light of this subject, a business partnership. But a business partnership with God includes your social life, your romantic life, your spiritual life, your health life, your family life, your recreational life, everything. Because God is not a part-time employer. God is not a part-time partner. God is full-time or he's not present at all. And so God made everything Joseph did, and I have to stress that, to prosper. What is it you want to do? What is it you're doing that keeps failing? Get a partner. Get God. But not in many of us in our lives, our partnership is this. God is the junior partner. We're the senior partners, and we tell God what we want. No. God has to be the senior partner, and we do what God says. You didn't like that? Nobody said amen. I understand. We like to control God. That's the way we are. But God must be the senior partner. And I just love the fact that the Lord made all that he did. Now, God provided the results. Joseph provided the surrender, the cooperation. Listen to Ellen White. Education, page 138, paragraph 2. Thus our business and calling is a part of God's great plan. And so long as it is conducted in accordance with his will, he himself is responsible for the results. Whether it's a business in a commercial sense, whether you give your family to God and you run your family like a business under God's direction, or you give your education to God and you and God run it as a business, or you give your love life to God, you and God run it as a business, you give your health life to God, you and God run it as a business, as long as God pulls the strings, the results will be guaranteed. But God has to be the senior partner in this business arrangement. I can't say it enough. The Lord made all that he did to prosper. Hebrews 13 verse 6 or verse 8. Jesus Christ the same. Yesterday, come on. Today, come on. And forever. Can God do that for you? Yes or no? Yes.